Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everybody of the stream, welcome in. Welcome to another episode of In the Hole. What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome in, have a seat, come on in, come one, come all. Today we have a very, very special episode. Actually, one that I've been looking forward to, like since the beginning of this show's conception. Conception? How does that work? Is it conception? Okay. It's conception. I don't know if it was inception or conception. So since the show's conception, I've been wanting to have this guest on. And you guys all know her. You guys all love her. Give it up for Finana.
Hello.
Hi, Finana. How's it going? How are you?
Hello, everyone.
Oh boy, you are bright on that camera. I'm gonna.
Oh my goodness.
You are.
I think
pale.
I just flashed myself.
That's when you take a picture with the flash on. You know what I mean? All right, that's a lot better.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. They get the camera on there.
Wow, that's
You're actually
cool.
a little bit shorter than other VTubers. I got to point the camera
Really?
down a little bit, but that's
wait,
okay.
Not even.
But you're sitting
like
down.
this? Oh.
But you're
I
sitting
guess
down, so that's not a problem. You're sitting down, so that's totally
Yeah.
fine. You're
Yeah,
understandable.
that's an exception.
I love your room, by the way.
Thank you.
Your room. What do you have? Guitars, a
Mhm.
keyboard.
A little vanity in the background and the whole Cyber City behind.
Do you have? Can you play the guitar?
I wish, but there's too much finger movement happening for me.
If you could choose one instrument, what would you play then? If
Uh,
fingers weren't a factor.
Actually, ironically, I played the clarinet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I played the clarinet when I was taking band class.
Oh, were you a band kid? Oh, I love band
Yeah,
kids.
but not like a marching band kid. That's
Oh.
different.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. That's all I know. Because my brother's a
Those
marching.
are like, oh yeah, because like marching band, I swear, I think they're like the elitist, you know. They're like the elitist like band kids, you know. They're like the know-it-alls.
Damn, get them. I like
And
that.
me, well, I quit midway to join choir because I wanted to do a little bit of singing. So.
Okay. Oh, you are. So, what kind of band is this? Is this like just like wind or symphonic band or something like that?
I think it's like everything. Like it has like percussion and all of the like
Oh, so just like
saxophones.
the symphony, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah,
Mhm.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I wanted to play the clarinet at one point because my cousin did, and I played the violin. And I remember when I would do like little stupid recitals with her,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and then I would see how much spit she would build up in the
Oh.
clarinet, and I just said nope.
I did that too. Like I had some weird spit like techniques going on with the mouthpiece and everything, and I don't know. I really didn't understand why that was like a thing, but I did it.
Man, it's just it put me off, man. I'm just like, yeah, that's a lot of spit, just like drooling out, just when she
Yeah,
picks it up.
literally just like intentional spitting on the mouthpiece.
Dude, the part that would get me would there would be something that would make me laugh. It was when they would start to play the clarinet. They would go. They would mouth like wet, the lips
Yeah.
everywhere, and they just go, "Whoo," and then I don't know why that would make me laugh.
Basically giving it a BJ.
You know, yeah, I never thought about it like that. But
It's probably a better technique than even the regular kind, you know? Would anyone agree with that? Like,
is that,
from comparing normal sucking to clarinet sucking, do you think one would do better?
do you think that girls that put or people that put the clarinet on their bio on Tinder get more matches than normal? Hey, I can play a mean clarinet.
That is unique, you know? It gives them unique features.
Clarinet talk, everyone. Okay.
Mm.
So I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy to actually have a part of actually one of the original Nijisanji EN VTubers, which is something that I for the longest time didn't think was gonna happen back then.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you have debuted, and it's been what, like 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm a
You
granny.
I'm a granny.
I'm considered like old in Niji EN.
Yeah, you're a senpai.
Yeah, I'm a major senpai.
That's so cool. No, there's so many different questions that I wanted to ask you, especially
Yeah.
because you're a Niji EN, and especially one of the original ones. So you got a lot of seniority. You have a lot of I imagine experiences and a lot of different stories and stuff like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
just want to go ahead and lead off with this just blanket question because I'm curious. It's like, how does it feel to be part of Niji EN for 2 years?
It's lots of feelings, actually.
Oh yeah.
I like it's still a shock to me how long I've lived and survived.
Yeah, I've survived. I've seen some
Yeah,
things.
I've seen things. I've breathed the Nijian air for 2 years.
And from what I see on Twitter, man, that air is dank.
Yeah.
Some of the shenanigans that I see from Niji EN Twitter is like, whew, it's
Oh
entertaining as hell.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I think the one person that always surprises me every time is Scarla.
Really? Oh, can I tell you something?
Yeah?
Her Twitter account, I couldn't take it anymore, and
Wait.
I don't follow her anymore.
Wait. What?
I can't.
You can't?
I can't, dude. And I know that Scarlet is awesome. All right, I'm a big fan of Scarlet, but I just can't with I think the killing blow was the candy cane pizza. The
Oh,
candy cane I couldn't.
God.
And she's not the only one. I also unfollowed Kill.
What? No.
He washed rice with soap.
Okay. Understandable.
I can't. I
It's
can't.
super cursed. They post a lot of cursed content.
Yeah.
I will admit.
Yeah, and they're both awesome. They're both great, but like I can't, man. Sometimes I just can't
It's
take it.
okay.
And a lot of people will probably say, "Oh, it was just for the content. It was a bit." I don't care.
Yeah. I actually forgot, I think the rice soap thing was actually like a prank, I think. I
It
don't know
was.
I don't think it actually happened, but still thinking about it, it's pretty gross.
But do you know what else is gross and is also pranking a bit? Fear Factory. Do I
Oh?
watch it? No.
Oh God.
You ever seen Fear
Is
Factory?
is that the TV show where you're brave to do like multiple things?
It's things like, okay, can you survive in like a glass box in your head
Yeah.
with like
Oh,
a
yes.
tarantula?
Yeah. I thought it was called Fear Factor, not Fear Factory.
Oh, is it Fear Factor?
Oh, yeah. I was
Oh.
like, wait, Fear Factory? Fear Factor?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure if I
Yeah.
got that right.
Yeah, Fear Factor.
Yes, I'm scared of. I've seen like compilations of Fear Factor, and the ones I normally see are like the mealworms in the box.
Oh,
When they swim in it in like a coffin or whatever.
oh
Those
God.
ones are so gross. Like
I can't.
I can't even just have one on me.
No,
Like how can you swim in it? Also, like with all your body parts and everything, like what if
you
they
have multiple
crawl in your
holes.
ear? Yeah, you have multiple holes. Like those things could just crawl up your butthole or like your ear.
That's my biggest fear. Dude, I hate it. One of my biggest fears is like insects invading me.
Yeah, me too.
One of my biggest fears for the longest time was, okay, so there's this time where I went camping or on like a scouts trip, and we went down a creek, and we were going down a creek, and a leech, actually like 4 leeches got on my buddy.
Oh,
and it kind of traumatized me to the point where I started thinking about what else it could latch onto. And for the longest time, I had this crazy fear that it would latch onto my nipples.
Ew.
And
Ow.
I lived with that fear for so I stayed away from creeks for the longest. Obviously, I don't think they're going to attach to your nipples.
I don't think so. I don't know how they would get there in the first place.
Exactly. And I knew that, but still, like, that fear of like bugs and like insects invading your personal bubble, I can't.
You know, I have something very dark and nasty to say, but
Oh, go for it.
like, I know you said you hate like insects invading your body, but did you know that's actually like kind of a common, not common, but like it's on that weird side of the internet type deal, but like it is like a kink.
Like, you mean like
Yeah. Like some people actually
like
enjoy that.
you mean like
in their fantasy. I don't know if they actually want to experience it, but it's like actually like a fantasy thing.
so like
Yeah.
sexually?
Yeah. Yep. Like centipedes and stuff, or just like big giant bugs. I don't know. Or even tiny versions. I don't know. It comes in all things.
Huh.
It's pretty messed up, I will admit, but it is a thing.
Like, I understand. Like, have you seen One Punch Man?
Yes.
You know the bug lady?
Yes.
I understand that. I could.
Oh, okay, yes. That I can,
I could
that's
get
more.
that.
Yeah, like Monster Girls and everything. That's also like an exception. But I'm talking like actual insects, like they're not human.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of monster girls, to get off of this, what's your favorite monster girl then? If that's the case, is it a mermaid?
Maybe. Actually, have you seen Monster Musume?
I have.
Yeah.
I have seen it. Actually, if somebody can find it, I don't think anybody will try. But for the longest time, I watched it, and back when I was streaming it on Twitch in like 2016, 2015, I hatched this crazy idea to watch an episode of Monster Musume on stream when it was first coming out. Now, I watched it, and there was no, like, but it was censored. Like, there was nothing. It was just a little provocative, you know? But somebody in the chat told me, hey, there's an OVA out.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, let's watch it. Why not?
Uh-oh.
And I don't know if you saw that episode, but literally frame one, boobs.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? What?
Like the whole thing, like uncensored?
Oh, yeah. Pepperonis and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to click on OVAs.
Yeah, no, I wasn't aware. I wasn't necessarily like up to date with how anime like was. That was when I was kind of getting into it. So I didn't know that there was censored or like a little more.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been watching it in the first place, to be honest with you. Like,
It's okay. It's very common for animes to release OVAs and they have like ecchi scenes and stuff in it, depending on like what the anime is, but very commonly they include stuff like that in the OVAs.
you know what? What's the most ecchi anime you've seen? Or like the most like weird one that you've seen in that regard? Because I have one.
That's hard to say because I can't differentiate between anime and hentai.
Oh, well, I don't know about hentai. I've seen 4 hentai.
4 in total?
4 in total.
I've seen like almost everything.
Is that a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay. So, okay, go for it.
Okay, I'm trying to think some common ones. I think though, for non-super hentai, but for example, High School DxD is a pretty good example. And actually, I was really young when I watched it too. I was like maybe a little middle schooler, and I was like, "Ooh, zombie anime!" And then I watched it, and all of a sudden there was a shower scene, and they were all like naked, and boobs were out, and I was just not sure how to take it because I was super young, and that was like my first naked scene.
So was it High School DxD or was it another one?
Oh, sorry, High School of the Dead. Sorry.
Oh, High School. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I was going to say High School DxD next. Sorry, I skipped ahead. Yeah, High School of the Dead and then High School DxD were like the top ones for me, like back then.
I was a big High School DxD defender for the longest time.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I still to this day will say I watch it for the plot rather than the goods.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I had to drop it after the like 6 episodes because the ecchi parts were getting to me a lot.
I get you. No, it can be distracting. No,
Yeah.
is it the first season?
Yes, the first season, like the first 6 episodes, like the very beginning, and I was kind of in that like weird phase of I don't know, do I like ecchi animes or are they just kind of annoying and like stereotypical, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I dropped it, but I know I still hear things about it every time and stuff. So like I still think deep inside I feel like there's something good about it still. I don't know what it is though cuz I haven't continued.
The one that I will say is the weirdest one. Have you seen? I can't even remember I got 2 of them. There's
Okay.
one that I know the name of right off the bat. Seikon no Quasar. Do you know that one?
Um Wait, let me look this up.
I'll give
Maybe
you.
I might know by image.
I will go ahead and just give you the plot because it's a very memorable one.
Oh, wait, no, I don't think I have. Wait, me? I don't know. Actually,
It's a vampire that
no.
gets more powerful if he drinks titty milk.
Are they even a vampire then?
Well,
Like,
I
is
mean,
that even a vampire anymore? Like, if they're just living off of milk?
they're milk vampires.
Milk vampires? So
Yeah.
not blood?
No, so I've learned. Start watching the show called what's the show called? Living in the Shadows. What They Do in the Shadows. I think that's
what they do in the shadows?
Yeah, it's a comedy about. It's a mockumentary about vampires, and that show has taught me that there's
Oh.
multiple vampires.
Oh, like different types that consume different things or like
Yeah.
different like unique personality or characteristics.
Yep, exactly. My favorite one is an energy vampire.
Oh,
So
like
what they do
energy bars?
close. What they do is they're basically normal people. They can walk in the daylight.
Mhm.
They go to work and they're boring as shit.
Uh-huh.
And they bore the shit out of you and they suck the energy out of you.
Oh,
That's an energy vampire.
That's really powerful.
Oh, he's the most powerful vampire on that show
Wow.
because it affects
That's so
vampires too.
cool. Wow, so even if you went to a party person, you can make them bored as heck.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Exactly. And they feed on it. They love it. But anyways,
Wow.
that's the weirdest one I've seen. Oh, the other one was, I think there is one that's the land. I can't remember the name of this one, but it's like a land that's ruled by people or ladies with big boobies. And
That's a lot
there
of
is,
animes.
yeah, and this the main character has a technique where you can slash their boobies and take the size for herself.
Wait, take the size?
Yeah, so her stuff grows bigger.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that one, but it's that
I'm
was
pretty
wild.
Sure I think your chat would probably know the name of it.
Oh, there it is. Where is it? Manyu
Yeah.
Hichancho. Hikenchoi.
Oh.
Whatever that means. But yeah, that's the
Yeah, I've
weirdest
never
one I've
seen it.
seen.
Oh, yeah, that is a really weird plot. How does everyone know this?
I mean, can you name hentai since you've seen all of them? Or you just forget the names?
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember. There's a couple I can remember. Uh, like some really, really weird ones. I think the weirdest one I've ever seen, and it was the darkest thing I've ever seen. It was Euphoria, I think.
Wait a minute. Isn't that a show that you were watching?
I don't think
HBO?
it's the same.
So there's a
But
hentai one now?
Definitely not the same.
it's not the same.
It came out before HBO? So there's a hentai
think.
Euphoria and a HBO Euphoria?
Yeah.
There's two of them.
Yeah, I'm actually well aware of both of them, but every time they mention the safe for work one, I'm like traumatized because I think of the other one.
Wait, which one's safe for work?
The normal TV show, I think.
What?
Right?
Really? I mean, dude, there's like dicks and drugs and
Wait, Euphoria?
boobs.
Like the
Oh
TV
yeah,
show?
there's a lot of lovemaking.
Oh.
I walked out. So I was streaming. I walked out. She was sitting in the living room, and just this dude is just jacking off. And I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
what are you watching? It's like, oh, this is Euphoria. This is a really good show on HBO. What? Okay.
Okay, I guess it's not safe for work. I actually don't know anything about the TV series.
Don't worry about it. I don't either. It's funny when she explains it to me, because when she explains it to me, it sounds like a train wreck.
Oh.
Because it's about
that's
like
crazy.
drug abuse and yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, no
But-
wonder it's so popular because I keep hearing about it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But anyways, enough of the shows and stuff like that. You know, I always wanted to know. This is kind of like your very first time like getting like sitting down in like a interview type of thing. Well, you've done something with Melody, as you.
Yeah, I've done I've done a ton of things like this, but it's usually either in a group. Otherwise, the only other thing I can think of is the Melody show that she does
Mm-hmm.
every other week, I think, if it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to like this type of stuff, have you ever done like meet and greets and stuff?
Yes, at anime conventions.
So
And
then.
we're actually doing another one too very soon.
Ooh, where?
Anime Impulse and Orange County.
Oh, Anime Impulse. Hey,
Yeah.
get your tickets. Go see Finana.
Well, it's actually already sold out, so.
Oh, never mind. You can't get any more. You can't get in.
Yeah,
And
it's sold out. I'm sorry.
that's awesome. No, but when it comes to like meet and greets and stuff, do you remember any of them? Like when they come up to you, like what's one that you can remember right off the top of your head? Like somebody that you met.
Okay, this one's actually a pretty wholesome story.
Oh, go for it. We need that.
But there was this really cute woman that came in, and she was like, I got this just for you because I really wanted to tell you something. And I was like, oh, what is it? And she was like, I wanted to tell you actually, I actually got a job because of you. And I was like, oh, really? And she was like, yeah, you retweeted some of my work, and I was like messaged by someone, and I got a job from them, and it was all because of that, and and it made me so happy. They were like getting super emotional about it, and I was getting
Aw.
emotional too. I was like about to cry. I was like, oh my god.
So this is like
I
on
didn't
Twitter.
know.
Like you were retweeting stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, like I retweet all of my like fans' work and stuff. So
That's awesome.
I didn't know like something something so simple could change someone's life. So I was really happy about that meet and greet with them personally, and it gave me so much like hope and motivation, and it made me really happy. So
Those type of things are just sometimes they hit you out of left field. You just don't know what to say.
Mhm. Yeah.
They say the sweet things and stuff, and you just it's like first reaction is just I'm so happy for you, but I don't know how to convey that to you. So that's I think that's awesome. That's super wholesome. And
Yeah, it's super wholesome. I love meet and greets a lot.
meet and greets, because I recently went to Anime Expo and I did like my first meet and greet, and
Oh.
well, like not me, I went up to one.
Oh,
But-
who was it?
it was I met with this VTuber,
Oh.
indie VTuber. I can't remember
Yes.
her name now. God,
How
but
could you forget?
I forgot. It does start with an A. Nyaru. Thank you. Yes, Nyaru.
Oh,
Nyaru.
it starts with an A.
No, it doesn't start with an A. That's yeah, she's dyslexic. She's self-proclaimed dyslexia. Anyways, so I did that one, but that one was more indie because that was near where we were buying merch, and then I just saw like, oh, meet and greet, and it was open. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And I've never really met her or heard of her, but now I have.
Oh, that's cool. Was there like a whole screen set up and everything?
Oh yeah,
and
cameras.
They could see you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's super.
that's so neat.
Is that what happens when you do meet and greets too? Do they have a camera set up for you? You can see them.
They have like a private booth you go inside of, and it almost seems like a recording booth. You know, you go in and there's like a mic stand, and it's just like you alone in there. It looks like you're like singing in there, but you're actually just talking to someone and seeing them through like a screen and stuff. So it's really, really cool.
So it's like private. So that's cool. You get some one-on-one time.
Private.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Also, because like it's a paid like thing, so they keep it private so that people aren't like trying to take pictures or like get into it. So
That makes sense. The other one I did was I went to the Vishojo booth and I met with Haruka and Zen. Which was really cool. But their setup was nuts. They had a humongous like 4 screens. And they had a whole room, and then they had the Vishojo gals there. They were just chilling there, and they can move. Some of them had their 3D models, like Haruka had her 3D model, and they It was and they had a nice camera and stuff, and there's like a huge section where you have to it's like a VIP thing. It's like, all right, come on in, your turn,
Yeah, their
but
setups
it was
are
open.
always super cool at anime conventions. Like I've seen them post on Twitter and stuff, and I've seen like the one where they can like handwrite stuff to you, and through like a machine. Like so, it's like them drawing it in real life time, or like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like they do like autographs and stuff for people, or it's like a signing machine. So
That's
it's
so
like
cool.
so cool. Yeah.
Oh, they're always doing. I went, so I met up with some of the Vishojo people, and I went back to see that screen, and it was like so crazy and intricate.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, I don't know how you do this, but keep up the good work, amigos. You keep doing God's work. But no, like meet and greets are something that I'm still trying to wrap my head around because like VTubers is still like a new concept, and I mean it's no different than meeting like a YouTuber. I feel like, but. Yeah. Still, like it's funny to see something grow from something like kind of niche and small to something huge, and you're a part of that, which is really cool.
I never thought I would be here today. When I was a kid, I didn't think I'd be a VTuber. That's not something we all thought of. Maybe a YouTuber, but not a VTuber. That was not really a thing back then. So
no, it really wasn't. It's a new thing.
Yeah.
But also, like you've been doing this for quite a bit, and with Nijisanji, you probably are super busy all the time, and you're probably thinking of work a bunch and stuff. Do you do anything in particular to like detach from work? Like, what do you do? Do you like? Some people meditate, some people go for a walk, some people have hobbies.
I recently got into going to the gym, actually.
Hey.
Yeah, because I've noticed that like these past couple of years, I've been sort of living that office life work, where it's like you sit at the computer every single day, all day, and it just doesn't feel good,
Yeah.
So, and I saw myself change like throughout these years. Like, I remember I used to take care of myself way better, and I would take so many like pretty pictures of myself and everything, but these past couple of years have been not that. I've like cared less. I mean, caring less is a good thing too, because I always like was the type to like wear makeup every single day.
Hey, you don't want to be super uptight. You want to let loose a little bit.
Yeah, and I did learn to like be able to care less and stuff by going out without the makeup and stuff. But I also was still like slowly like losing myself. I was like, I should probably like work out a bit, especially after, especially when COVID hit too. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
man,
the
I've been
demi.
indecisive for so long, and I just needed to like get out there. So I'm making a new lifestyle change to go to the gym every other day, and it feels really nice actually, because you know I I'm like that type of person that can't open a jar on their own.
Oh no.
I always have to ask someone to open it for me because I can't open it. So I
Why do you need to
wanna,
open a jar?
because I like to make peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Oh good.
What jar are we talking about?
No jars. Don't worry about it. But I will commend you and applaud you for getting some nice exercise and stuff and being out there. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm also doing like something and I 100% relate. Like you just feel better.
Yeah,
It just
it
feels
feels
better.
nice.
I've been doing I've been doing yoga.
Oh, I've always wanted to try yoga.
Yoga has been pretty man, it's kicking my ass, but it's a fun kind of, I don't know. It's not like I like getting my ass kicked, but it's like
Mhm.
a good feeling when you had a good yoga session. I don't know how to explain it.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I used to think those people were weird. It's like, oh, you're a yoga guy? Yeah.
I actually never really knew what yoga was for. Like, I know you do like stretches and stuff
Hmm.
and you clear your mind or, have a better energy and stuff, but I never actually knew what it did physically or everything.
So I've learned about two things because I'm thinking of
Hmm.
I got into yoga to get into Pilates.
What is a Pilates?
Oh my God. That is where I feel like Saitama did his training to become One Punch Man.
Oh!
It is the most intense workout I think I've ever seen in my life. So yoga, just to kind of, well, I don't know anything about yoga. Don't like take my word as fact. I'm just the guy on the internet that watches YouTube videos on doing yoga. But
Yeah.
yoga is primarily like you do a lot, like you said, stretches, and it's really good to be able to stretch out certain muscles that you're not
Hmm.
necessarily working out, which is really good.
Hmm.
And also it works out a lot of your core strength as well
Hmm.
because you do a lot of poses and you have to hold them there, and that
Oh.
works out a lot of your core muscles, which is really
Hmm.
good. Um,
Oh.
and that kind of I feel like it doesn't really transition, but Pilates,
Hmm.
it basically, like, how when you work out you use momentum to be able to lift weights,
Yeah.
or using like your the size or the positions you're in to be able to like make, like, you do this, it's
Yeah,
like going
yeah.
up. Well, Pilates, you don't use any momentum. You have to
Oh.
lift something up with just pure strength.
Oh.
So when you
Oh.
like go up, you can't like go like this or like this. You have to
Oh.
literally use like all of it to like slowly go up and then
Oh.
slowly go down. Can't let it drop. And
Ah,
you do that
that sounds
over and over.
painful.
Oh, it's intense. And if you go to one of the things that I like to do is I go to like shorts sites like TikTok.
Mhm.
Well, I don't go on TikTok, but YouTube Shorts,
Mhm.
and I just
Yeah.
click Pilates, and you see these freaking just chiseled and just they're going hard, and they have these
Yeah.
machines and they're going freaking great. Dude, Pilates is insane. It's like
Oh
mesmerizing.
my god. I
Yeah,
don't know if I could ever do that.
yeah, that'll definitely work you out. But
Oh.
yeah, no, that's cool.
Oh.
No, the gym is really good for like mental health too. So
Mhm.
I definitely
Yeah.
feel you on that. Being cooped up in an
Mhm.
office doesn't really feel super good.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty much what I've been doing. Otherwise, when I'm not at the gym, I guess the only escape for me is, um, I'm trying to think. Actually YouTube Shorts. I've never really watched YouTube Shorts, but I started getting into them, like watching them as if they're like TikToks.
yeah, exactly. That's what it pretty much is. I usually lose myself for a couple hours. It's just the same thing as TikTok, but at
Mhm.
least, I don't have to download another app
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
we're already on YouTube, so might as well just do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, that's
But
pretty much my mindset. Like,
yeah,
it's already on YouTube. I'll just go there.
exactly. I've been doing some, like, do you play any video games, or do you basically save all the video games for stream content? Do you have any video games you like to
uh
play off stream to
yeah,
detach?
actually. I am currently, well, I mentioned this to you earlier, but I was
Yeah.
playing Overwatch 2.
Overwatch. Okay, hold on a minute. I need to get your opinion on
Uh
well, yeah. She knows what's coming. Okay. Are you mostly like a competitive Andy, or do you like to, or were you waiting
uh,
for that PvE, that, that
um,
single player
I
experience?
I remember about the PVE thing.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I remember that like kind of went downhill a little. But I wasn't really looking forward to it anyways, I guess, because
Ah, I see.
I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. But um, I'm not really like super competitive, but I do like to try it out, you know.
Yeah.
I still I still do the grind, but you know, I struggle the same as everyone else does, you know, like
Hmm.
trying to get through that silver gold like area, which is the hardest thing to climb out of.
I
And then
get you.
afterwards, yeah, or even plat even is the worst place too, and afterwards it should get easier is what I feel, but I don't
What's the
know.
highest tier?
Uh, isn't it like top 500?
Yeah, but is there like a rank for that? Like a master rank, or like a
I don't know if there's a name for it. I just know people say top 500
top 500? Okay.
because that's technically like the top
Yeah.
technically because yeah, that's what they refer it to as.
I see. I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get you on that. Like I played Diablo 4 to
Oh
detach and
yeah,
stuff.
I wanted to get into Diablo, but I haven't.
You should. It's very fun. It's very relaxing, especially if you have like, like a drink, or you have
Mm-hmm.
something to relax with or something like that. Um
Yeah.
like I've seen a lot of other VTubers or content creators like just play Diablo, drink a beer, and maybe
Yeah.
get a little tipsy and just relax, have a good
Mm-hmm.
time and stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah.
no, but that's great. When it comes to the detaching and stuff like that. But I also did want to ask, since you had, I don't know, I can't even count how many
Mm-hmm.
collabs or how many different streams you've had with others, with your gen mates or with your Niji
Mm-hmm.
partners. What would you say it would be like the one that you remember the most, or the most memorable collab that you've had, just right off the top of your head?
Oh gosh.
There's probably a huge catalog.
Yeah, it's a very large catalog. Oh god, I don't know if I can rank them from like one, two, three though.
It doesn't even have to be
Um,
ranked, just like the a memorable one
like a
that.
memorable
Oh
one.
yeah.
Um, hmm. I think I can already see it in the chat already.
Oh yeah.
Everyone is thinking of drunk phasmophobia.
Drunk Phasma. I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
So that's
that
another
one's a
game.
pretty popular one.
Who was there with you?
I was streaming with Alira.
Oh, the two
And
of you.
yeah, the two of us were drinking while playing Phasmophobia, and a lot of weird stuff was said on there. And I don't know, we were talking about golden showers and stuff, and
Oh, I see.
it got really weird. I think Alira though was probably like the most funny for me because um she's like a talker, you know, like she
Uh huh.
rambles like on and on and on. And you know, I'm not really a talker, so it was like really entertaining for me. You know, I was just kind of like I was like kind of out of it, but I was just taking everything what she was saying as like a reality for me. She's
It's
a
some.
loud drunk.
It's funny to watch words fall out of people's mouth. You just
Mhm.
it's they just fall out, and you're like, wow, look at all those words falling out. It's great.
Yeah, and not only that, there was also another segment in that stream that also made it super iconic.
Oh.
Um, we kind of joined forces with another collab that was ongoing at the exact same time,
Oh.
and we ended up getting into a group call, and it was I believe it was Pomu and Rosemi,
Mhm.
and they were doing like a maid cafe role play or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of just like invaded their stream. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, we didn't even like do this mutually. We kind of just joined their collab VC, and we just started like talking and stuff, and that's where it got really weird. And then that's when the question came up, which was, "Is Diamond City Lights a twerkable song?"
Ah, that's where it was born.
Yes, that was where it was born, and ever since
Ah.
then, people would twerk to our songs at our concerts. Even sometimes get on the chairs and start twerking. And so you may or may not have seen some clips of that.
Oh, I've
After,
seen though that meme has been spread around like wildfire. I mean, some of
yeah,
the times it comes into my stream, I'm like, Diamond Silly Light's a twerkable song. What?
yeah. I'm actually surprised it sort of died, but like now, but
Yeah.
back then everyone was still talking about it every now and then, and it was so legendary.
Yeah, it's run its course, but it was still a pretty good meme. You know,
Yeah.
people still reference it sometimes to this day.
Yeah, yeah. Even like the chat is remembering this too.
Yeah, even yeah, exactly. The chat was. I mean, look at them right now. They're twerking right now as we speak.
Twerking. Yeah, living their best life.
So with Nijisanji, there's a lot of different gen mates, or not gen mates. I guess just like different VTubers within
yeah.
the same agency and stuff. Could I ask you which one was the one that surprised you the most? Like from debuting to now. Like when you first
Right.
saw them and then now how they are now. Is there one that kind of like surprised you the most?
In terms of like their growth or change, or like just like out of the blue type feeling.
Out of the blue type of feeling.
Hmm.
Because for
gosh.
me, the one that surprised me the most
Yes.
was definitely Mista.
Oh, are we talking like specific individuals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like groups.
Oh no. Just individuals. Mista for me caught me out of left field for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. The mist one was pretty good. I think my favorite part was I think he was trying to mimic a barking sound, but I forgot
I was
how
thinking
it
the
came out.
exact same thing.
Wait, really?
Yes. That's exactly what the bark. Oh God, what was it?
It's on the top of my head, but I remember that part.
What? Oh my
It made
God!
like a weird throat sound or something.
It was like
didn't come out right.
It didn't come out. It sounded like he just had surgery or something.
I know. I don't really know. He was trying, but it didn't come out right. And people were just asking him to bark.
I gotta try it. Anyways, yeah, no, I remember the bark because it kind of went all over Twitter as well.
Yeah, it was probably my favorite part of that debut stream.
No, the bark was very weird, but no, yeah, same. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength then. Yeah, Mista kind of like got me out of left field with that bark.
Yeah, actually, I think I know a really good one.
Oh yeah,
that
go
I
for
thought
it.
of.
Go for it.
I think Anna was probably the most shocking for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because and it before debut, Alira like even told me like how Anna like normally sounds, because Anna like kind of sounds like this, like just kind of like with that voice. But then when Anna starts singing, she sounds like a beautiful angel,
You know what Anna
And-
reminds me of actually?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off there,
Oh,
but
go ahead.
have you ever seen The Nanny?
I think so. Wait, is that a show?
That is a show, yeah. Have you ever
that with like it's like a super nanny almost?
No,
like?
it's about this New York lady that gets
Oh.
hired as a nanny for this rich guy, and she talks like this and like kind of like that.
Wait. I do know actually, yes. Sorry,
Nanny
I was
Fran.
mistaking it for Yeah. I do actually know.
That she
I've
kind of
never
reminds
seen
me
it,
of
but
that.
I've seen clips.
Yeah, exactly. If you look up a clip, you see what was her name? Nanny Fran? Is that I can't remember her name. But that show was great.
Yeah. I think it's like Fran. Gosh, wait, Fran Drescher or something.
Something like that. But
Yeah.
you look up any clip, and I feel like, yeah, that's Anna. Like, what are you talking?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she could laugh like that. But
Yeah.
but I love Anna. I think Anna's like
I
really
love Anna
funny.
for that though, because like it's just shocking, once she starts singing and she's like such a beautiful
Oh my
singer
god, her voice.
and she's cracked. Like she
She's
can do
cracked. Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can do anything with her voice and I love that about her. She's very unique.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a good one. And I was definitely and I like the face she makes when she's AFK.
Yes, I know what you're talking about because I've seen her streams before. And when she gets up and goes, she makes the funniest faces.
Yeah. I think chat's making it right now. It's just the smiley face.
Yeah, it's the smiley face.
So when it comes to I wanted to ask you, like, sometimes I think of
Mhm.
like a lot of like weird things. I don't know if you have like shower thoughts sometimes and you just like think of weird ass things that happen on in life and just like think about something and you're like, that's a weird thought. I'll write that down
Oh.
just in case. But
Oh, man, I can't think of any.
like for me, like
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
wanted to ask you
Mhm.
like I was thinking a lot about isekais.
Yes.
Like if you wanted to get isekai'd into like another world, like what would you be? What would you want to be?
Oh boy.
Like
Actually, okay. I really want to be. Well,
like would you be a fish again?
I don't know. I'm. That's a hard question because I'm a, sort of an indecisive person, and I like different types of like character designs and stuff. But I would for sure would want to be like a super cute like anime girl. But
Bro, I
I
got
mean,
you. Shapeshifter.
yeah, shapeshifter would be really
Dude,
nice.
just be a
Actually.
slime.
Oh yeah, the slime anime.
Yeah, you could just transform into whatever you want.
True, that
Just
would be the best thing.
that's beautiful. That's perfect. Yeah, I get or like a clay, like clay.
Clay.
So you can mold yourself or shape yourself into whatever image you want.
Yeah.
And some sort of weird BS and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Do you like
Yeah.
isekais?
Um. To be honest, it depends. I'm very picky when it comes to isekai animes
Okay.
because some are like the very stereotypical ones where you can sort of like expect what's to come.
Yeah. Like, have you seen the one with the phone?
Wait.
There's one where
What?
he brings in a cell phone, a smartphone to the world, and this
Sounds
thing
familiar.
could do everything.
Oh, gosh, that sounds so familiar, but I don't remember.
So then, if that's the case, like, what's your genre of anime that you like to watch, or you prefer, or is it just any that satiates the
I
eyes?
I like super dark animes, like ones that are like slightly fucked up in a way, or gives you depression. I don't know. I like to feel things, so I like to watch animes that make me depressed and mentally unill.
So,
Like
which
Higurashi
one?
is a really good example.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
like the opposite of me. I can't. I watch anime to feel happy. But
Yeah.
there's what's another one then? What's another Higurashi? What's some other dark ones that you've seen?
Well, actually, I haven't seen this one yet, but I do want to watch it. But Madoka Magica,
Wait, isn't
that
that
one
Magic
I
Girls?
want.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that just
actually kind of dark, is what I heard.
Oh, really? I thought it was like Sailor
It's
Moon.
I thought so too at first, but then people said, "Oh, it's kind of dark. It gets very dark," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I started listening to the music, and then I realized, "Oh, that's how it's gonna be," you know?
Oh, that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I see.
I think Made in Abyss is also a really good one too. It's
That's
very
a
dark.
I've seen that one. That one's actually
Yes,
really
that
good.
one's a very good example of what I mean by dark. Like at
Okay.
first, it's all like like very wholesome, or it's just like these kids going on adventures and stuff, and then at the end, it's just like it turns dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
messed up, you know what I
Yeah, and that part made me cry. So yeah, that's where the depression part comes from.
You're like, oh, yeah, depression. Yes.
Yeah,
I
just
got
a hit
tears.
from
Good.
depression.
So then, what do you say was the darkest anime you've seen, or what you think is the darkest one you've seen?
Oh,
Higurashi's pretty
there-
dark though.
Higurashi, I think, wins in terms of gory, like gore dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one's a super gory one. Like, there's like intestines and guts being taken out and stuff. So
Uh-huh.
that one, I feel like it beats for, well, in the top few, like, darkest. But I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, I don't know how to actually pronounce this properly. I don't know if it's Elfen Lied or Lied.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's a little older anime, but that one was a really good one I liked. I
Okay.
cried a little to it. Sounds a little dark.
I'll tell you the darkest one I've seen since you obliged with yours. I've told this story I don't know how many times. If you're a frequent watcher of In the Hole, I've told this story I don't know how many. I feel like it's every episode now, but
Please.
I'll tell you right now. Back in the day when I was first getting into anime, I would go to My Anime List, the greatest anime database, to get subjective
Yes.
reviews on anime. Obviously,
I do that too.
yeah, exactly. I would go there and I would search the romance tag. I was very big into rom-coms and just romance,
yeah.
anything with romance. I don't know why, whatever. So I stumbled across the show that had the romance tag. It was a show called Berserk.
Oh yes.
And at this point, I was used to watching like very lighthearted rom-coms. Like I'm talking Toradora.
Wait, this was considered a rom-com?
Well, like it had romance tag.
Oh,
It has
okay.
it has
I
the
was like,
romance
wait,
tag.
I don't recall there being rom-com in it, but
No.
or,
But it has the romance tag. So if it had the
Yeah.
romance tag, I'm there. So,
yeah.
but I was used to like Toradora,
My
Nisekoi.
favorite. Yes.
Oh, yeah, like all those, right?
Mhm.
Then I stumbled across Berserk, and at first, and it was the movies. So it was like it was pretty cool actually. Like I didn't know where it was going, and it had some pretty crazy scenes, like cool fight scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, and there's some romance to it, with guts
Yeah.
and then it got to the
romance part.
you could say that the romance part,
Yeah.
the R part in NTR,
Yep. I remember it clearly.
That was about as dark as I got. And then I kind of just stopped watching anime for like a couple months after that. I kind of went back to Friends and to regular shows for a little bit, Avatar.
That's okay. Understandable.
But that's my dark. I think that's the darkest one I've seen so far.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I don't blame you. That one is a really dark one. Yeah,
okay.
He needed cleansing after that.
Real talk, Finana. How many hours do you spend a day on your phone?
Well, well, of course, most of the day, but
You want to do an
Actually,
exercise with me?
yeah.
You want to look
How
at
do
the
I-
screen time?
How do I look? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see.
All right. Let's see who has the best one. So I think what you do.
How do I check screen time?
So you go there and you go to screen time. Oh, and before you reveal yours.
Daily average?
Yes, but let me get to mine. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Okay, what's your daily average?
It's 3 hours, 27 minutes.
What's yours?
What's
yours, Faith?
8 hours. Is that good?
So that's actually lower than both of ours.
Really?
I'm at
Oh.
4 hours 28 minutes.
Oh, okay. Not bad. Okay.
Faith's at 8
I was
hours.
kind of 8 hours. Do you just like play AFK games?
No, she surfs Reddit all day.
Oh.
Oh, I guess
do
that
that too.
that makes sense. VTuber stuff.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Do you have more than one phone?
Wait. I do too.
Do you have one phone or two?
I have 3.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. If oh, that's why the phone that you just saw is your regular phone,
Yes,
not your
that's my
VTuber
personal.
phone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually, don't know what my work phone is. Actually.
We're gonna have to find out some other time. I don't wanna. We're gonna have to get disconnected if she finds out. But no, when it comes to like the screen time and stuff like that, I remember there was one point. Dude, what was the highest one I've seen? I think I saw one that's 18 hours.
What?
Someone was on their phone for 18 hours. Yeah. No, not a VTuber.
What
think-
the heck?
I think they played games though,
Oh
like,
yeah.
all day, every day.
Because there are like AFK phone games, and you can just leave them running all day.
Exactly. So do you
I
do you
used
play
to
mobile
play
games?
those. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, so there's like games that are on both PC and mobile.
Oh yeah.
Like
course.
I'm a huge Honkai player, so you know it's on
Oh?
both mobile and PC, and I play it on both actively. So
I played. Have you played Genshin?
yeah, of course.
I played Genshin for a while. I tried playing Honkai, and I don't know why I just can't. I think I know why. Actually, I just answered my own question.
I feel
So-
like I know why too.
Oh yeah, Miss Fish. Why is that?
I can totally understand. It's a little hard to get into Honkai, but it's also, in my opinion, it is a lot better. But I totally get it's really hard to get into because the way that they have it set up is not beginner friendly.
Well, I think it primarily comes down to like characters. Wait, who's your favorite character in Honkai?
Oh, that's a hard
Or do you even have
question.
that? Yeah, if you don't have one, that's fine. Because I get that.
Well, okay, if we're talking about in Honkai Impact 3rd, it's hard to really pick a favorite because I know so much about each character, so it's like hard to say you hate or dislike or even just like one only.
Mhm.
I like them all for different reasons. But I think Bronya is a really good character to say is like my top favorite
Bronya.
so far. Mm-hmm.
I gotta check this out.
She's
Bronya.
also really popular in the current new game Honkai Star Rail as well.
Oh, she's in Star Rail.
Yeah, she also goes by Silverwolf is like the latest.
Oh, yeah. That's Bronya?
Yes, Silverwolf is also
Oh.
Bronya. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like a different version of her though.
Yeah,
Hard to really explain, but
Yeah, because it's like alternate like universe type of things,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
there's one connecting character from what I hear, and that's I call him abuelo,
Oh,
which is just like grandpa or like gramps.
oh yeah,
It's the guy with the staff. What's his name again?
Welt.
Welt. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Welt. That's because I played Honkai Star because I wanted to get Zila really bad,
Oh, yeah.
and I ended up getting
Oh,
her.
wait.
Thank goodness.
Did you say Zila?
Is that not how you say it?
Is it Seide?
Is it Sele or is it Zila? I was calling her Seal for the longest time, and then people got on my ass, and I'm like, was it Zila?
Well, okay. So I've only played the JP version because
Okay.
the original Honkai it was played in or like in Chinese or JP, but
Uh-huh.
in the new English pronunciation in Star Rail, I think they say seal or sealy.
Or Sealy?
I think.
Okay.
It's either one of those, but I guess I'm like not too bothered by it, but I go by the JP pronunciation, which is Seide.
Yeah.
Oh.
I prefer the Japanese pronunciation anyway.
Yeah. Well, actually, they kind of say it more with a Z, but I just say Seide is like a mixture of it both.
Mhm.
But they say Zeide, but yeah,
Okay.
that's like the way that they say it. So
Yeah, but I got Zayde, and I also got I got a kid. Man, I got a couple kids. I got so many kids.
yeah.
Ah, man, there's kids everywhere. That's
Which
that's.
one? Is it by Lu?
Oh my god, which one was
What
it?
does she look like? Is it Hook?
She looked like a child.
It's probably Hook.
Is it
Are they,
Hook?
like,
Is it? There's a big old. There's one with a robot.
Oh, Clara.
Yeah, that's the one. The robot's
Yes.
cool. The robot.
Yes, I love Clara and the robot too, Zarog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And he's super cool. I do like. And apparently he's really good.
Yeah, he's really good. And also he's just like a father protector, and that's just he's just awesome, for the way he is, a robot and stuff. A robot dad. He's so awesome.
Robot daddy. Oh, what's your favorite, or I guess your preferred Genshin character then? I got one, but I haven't been keeping up with the newest ones though.
So I have a favorite character, but I have meta favorites. Like
Oh, give me both.
I like them because they're great on a team and they do so much. But then I also have personal bias favorites.
Yeah, I get that.
My personal bias favorite is my husbando, Tartaglia.
Oh, the child.
Yeah.
I call him Tortilla.
Tortilla.
I call him Tortilla. Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, I call him Tortilla because I can't pronounce whatever he goes by.
Tartaglia.
Yeah,
okay.
So I call him Tortilla or child, but when I say child, I look weird.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
yeah, it's okay. I don't say child either because I just feel weird about
yeah,
it.
exactly.
If I'm like, oh yeah, my husbando is a child. It's just weird to say. So I just say Tartaglia.
Yes, this is my husbando, child.
Yeah, I like him because he's got like my favorite like guy personality. Because I like guys who are bad but with a gold of heart, basically, or a heart of gold.
A heart.
Sorry.
She's just like me. Holy shit. Dude, I once said I was trying to say coat of paint and I said paint of cont. Paint of cont. That's what I said once. She's just like me. Holy shit. That's awesome. I'm glad we had this moment. Of gold of heart, yes.
I messed that one up too because I've never messed it up before.
Nice. Gold of heart. Love that.
Gold of heart.
You have a gold of heart. You know that, Finana? It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so Tortilla, and what's your meta favorite?
Well, I guess it depends which team it is, but it's between Hu Tao or.
Hu Tao's just popular in general too, huh?
Yeah, Hu Tao is very, very good. But if I had to think, well, actually, I'm indecisive.
No, you're good. We've established that you are indecisive, but I get you. Hu Tao, Hu Tao's very popular. So.
I used Eula for quite a while too.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, Eula and Raiden. Raiden's also my favorite.
Actually, can I show you something? I'll go ahead and I'll tell you my favorite. Oh, well, before I show you this, my favorite character was Ayaka.
Yes.
I love
Ayaka too.
I'm a big fan of Ayaka. I've loved her since like the game came out, and I'm like, okay, which character should I roll for? And then they showed me Ayaka, and I'm like, I want that character. That character's mine. And then they told me she wasn't out.
Aww.
And then I had to wait close to a year and a half. Or like a year, not a year and a half. A year for her to actually come out, and I'm like,
yeah.
But I was able to meet Eula because of it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Rosaria.
Yes, I have Eula and Rosaria in the team together.
Yes,
and made for each other.
So I got her to level 90. I got her weapon, and I dropped the game. I said I beat this game.
Yeah, that's kind of basically how I felt too. I didn't get to 90, but like 80 is like the minimum, and I just kind of gave up.
Yeah,
exactly. I felt like I didn't need to level any other teams anymore. At this point I was just collecting them.
Yeah, exactly. And I got Ayaka, I got my endgame waifu, got her weapon, all that stuff. Good to go.
Yep.
And then one day I decided to go an IRL stream with my stream, and I told them to pick one thing out of the Asian store that we went to, and I'll buy it for them.
Oh.
Let me see if I can.
there's gonna be a slight delay for me, so.
No, just look at Discord. Oh wait, the camera isn't on. Wait a minute. Can you turn on the camera for her? Oh my gosh.
Maybe I was I was using your Twitch channel actually.
Oh, no wonder. I have a camera on for the and I didn't have it on, but here it is.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I didn't know there was supposed to be one set up, so I just kind of went with the Twitch one.
No, I
But,
get
oh
you.
my gosh, you have the sword.
Yeah, this sword right here. It's pretty
The sword.
So from my understanding, this is not the Booba sword. This
Wait,
is
is it really?
This is Mist Splitter,
Oh.
which is Ayaka's best sword.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it has a lot of crit hit, I'm pretty sure. Critical damage or critical rate. I can't remember. Yeah, it's not the Booba sword, but it's Ayaka's best sword.
It looks very similar. Maybe it could be like similar model too, maybe.
Yeah, quite possibly. But it's really nice. This is Chat's sword. Chat bought this. Well, I bought this, but I guess what? Yeah. Anyways, but it's Chat's sword. It's a nice sword. It's the only thing I have that's resembling Genshin and stuff.
That's pretty. Did it cost a lot?
It cost like $180.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty, like, average.
Yeah. It was between that or I think there was another sword from Genshin, or was it the Excalibur blade from Fate? I can't remember. It was one of those two things, but we got that one that's pretty sweet. So I like that one a lot, but so with that being said, I wanted to challenge you to a little game.
Oh.
Today, we're going to be doing a little segment. This is what I normally do with every guest that comes on here.
I'm nervous.
And this is going to be really cool because I've never done this before. And we're going to see how this turns out because it could be really bad or really good, but we'll find out. We're going to be playing. It's called, well, Editor-san, who's editing this VOD, will definitely be able to do something here. Charader! I hardly know her.
Oh, so I have to guess, basically?
We are going to both be doing a charade type of game.
I wonder how I would do it.
Oh, well, so we've taken that into consideration.
Yeah.
This game, here are the rules, okay? You and I, we're going to be going through 10 rounds, okay? Well, we're going to switch off of each other. Okay, we'll flip a coin to see who goes first. Then we have a randomly generated, or not randomly generated, but random selector. We have a list of different names and topics and also like the different things that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And it's going to pick one out. And when it's my turn, I'm going to be doing, depending on what it is, because it could be one of two things. It could either be an impression or it could be a sound.
Oh.
And we both have to reenact that sound or that impersonation through our voice. And we cannot move.
Oh, okay.
I can't move. Nothing. It's just through our voices.
I see. So it's like an auditory or like
auditory charade. Yes.
Charade.
Yes. Apparently, this is an actual game that's out there, and people play all the like on Tabletop Simulator or something like that. I never heard of it, but we're gonna try it out.
That's pretty nice because for people who want to play it online and stuff.
Correct.
That way, you know, if you don't want to do it through webcam or in person,
exactly,
that's still pretty fun.
Exactly. So we're gonna be doing this. How it's gonna work? The chat gets to participate as well. Here's chat's participation. So listen up here. What we're gonna be doing is when it's my turn, Finana's gonna try and guess what I'm doing, and you guys are going to rate whether my impersonation was good or not.
Oh gosh.
All right.
You know, impersonation's actually like my least skill.
Oh, that's what's gonna be funny. Hopefully, it can be pretty good.
Horrible with accents or even just impersonation.
Can you do any accents? Any?
I can be like I can sound like a valley girl, or like I can just talk southern.
Finana, Fat Valley girl. All right, give me a little. Give me a demo. That's not on here, by the way, so you're good.
Oh, okay. For Valley Girl, I kind of just like. I'm just like, oh my god, I really need my Starbucks right now. Gosh, like seriously, come on. There you go.
Whoa. That was really good.
That's like kind of the only thing I can do. Otherwise,
Okay.
I can just. I mean, I normally sometimes add a little Southern in my normal like talking conversations, but
Uh-huh.
I tend to like meme about Diamond City Lights, and I'll go like, Diamond City Lights illuminate what's inside. Like just start talking.
Get some
Southern.
Garth Brooks in there, yeah.
Yeah, I do weird stuff like that, but well, that's like the extent I can do. I can't really do perfect like British impersonations, like what or like I can't do it.
All right.
Do it.
Tell me this. This just in. Hold on, I'm getting breaking news here. What's a finance?
Finance? Oh, that's basically the voice I use with the Valley Girl one. It's just basically Valley Girl. Oh, but
it's just Valley Girl. Okay.
Valley Girl, but not Valley Girl. If we're just talking about the concept of finance alone.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. So finance is like that persona that you take with the Valley Girl.
It's like basically the mommy version of me.
The mommy Wait, can you ara?
On command it's weird, but I guess I can try.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to. On command.
I haven't done this in a while. Oh my gosh. This is like the top chat request ever.
Okay.
Like typical VTuber fan request. Can you R for me?
It really is. It really is. I thought for the longest time it was gonna be taken over by Hi Honey.
Oh yes.
For the longest time, but no, Ara still like reigns supreme, and they always ask, "Oh, can you Ara?"
Can you?
I mean, I'm not an anime girl.
I mean, you can be if you try.
I mean, you're right about that. I can't. No, you're right. You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, should I go? Okay, you decide. Should I go Mimi or should I go like actually try it?
Actually try.
Oh, shit. All right.
Now you know how they feel.
Now I know how you feel now. On command, it is weird. You're right.
See?
No, you're right. Okay.
I'll go after you. If
Okay.
It makes you feel better.
A little bit, not really, but you know what? A little bit. Okay.
I literally just pulled out the no you.
Yeah, you did. Actually. No, you. All right. Wait, should I do it as a waifu or as a husbando?
Whatever you feel will sound good.
Okay. All right. You know, I'll just do the traditional anime girl one.
Okay. Not the wheeze in the background. The wheeze.
The wheeze in the Oh God. Okay. It's like I'm like a puppy, frozen, deer in the headlights. Okay. Okay. Ada.
Oh, sell that, everyone! It's his first voice pack, and we gotta sell this.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It's your first voice pack. Let's go.
Have you ever heard of like a male like Ada voice?
Male?
Do males even say Ada? That's not a thing, right?
No, not really. You don't really hear guys say that.
Like, what do they normally like?
Do.
What does Vox do?
Oh God, I just had flashbacks to his ASMR videos.
I don't listen to ASMR because they literally like they freak me out. But like,
Yeah?
what does he do?
Oh, you should
I'll try and
watch
replicate it.
his Office ASMR RP. You should watch that one.
Do you know what is there a saying that he does? Like,
I mean, he role plays as like a office worker, and your POV, you're like his assistant or something like that. And he
Mr.
just, like,
Sanford, I need you to sign these copies for me.
yeah, basically.
Like that? Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Basically.
Say-
Or like he'll say like, oh wait, actually, chat just said one that was something he said. He'll say like, "That's my girl," or something like that.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Is that something that I feel like I need the accent to do that?
You gotta like pretend you're like some top-notch daddy or something.
Oh God.
Yeah, talking to.
I have to.
Woman.
I can't say daddy. I have to say papi. Like if I like a top-notch papi. Hold on, man.
Yeah. Wow, you're really into this.
That's my girl. Is that creepy? Oh, I creeped myself out. Oh.
Wait, that was really good.
Oh. Okay.
The
Sorry.
chat has lost it.
Okay. I can't. All right. I'm not doing it. Okay. Now you do it. I can't.
That was good. Okay. I gotta mentally prepare
All right.
myself.
Go for it. You go.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I think I'm ready. Oh no. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Is chat losing it?
I lost even harder.
All right. Yeah, they're losing it. They're definitely losing it.
The trick is when you say ara ara, you have to like act like you're moaning. That's how you really really express that ara ara. You gotta like act like you're like basically getting turned on.
I don't think I can moan on command.
I could.
Can you? I feel like that's a skill.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do have.
Oh.
Hold on. I if I can try. Well, I can't. I can't do it on command. I can't. I have to really be feeling something. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like for example, like I'm playing Final Fantasy 16.
Actually, if you really can't do it on command, a good way to do it is stretching. Like a really good stretch, and then you just let your voice like release. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good, actually.
Yeah, just like that.
Well, that really works.
It does. I do it all the time, and people always think I'm like doing it on purpose, but I'm just genuinely stretching.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right. Anyways, back to our game. Holy crap.
I know, that was like the pregame.
That was like a pregame. All right, start over, editor-san. You edit this part into the main VOD. This is okay. We're starting over again. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Charades. I hardly know her. We're basically going to be playing auditory charades with Finana here. We're going to be giving both of us. We're going to be doing auditory charades, and how the rules work is we will be giving each other, or I'm sorry, some Faith behind the scenes will be giving us a word or a person or something to impersonate or to replicate using only words and or sound. I'm sorry, using sounds and words, depending on if it's an impersonation. Of course, you have to do an impersonation of them, or if you do a sound or an animal, you have to try and do that, or an animate object, you have to do it with your voice. And the chat will not be seeing what we're doing. The only person that knows is the person that's doing the charades. And then it's up to the other person. So if I'm doing it, it's up to you to guess what it is.
Okay.
And if we do, or if we do a good job, or if I do a good job, we ask chat if I did a good job or not. If I did, because they're going to be trying to guess it with you as well. And if they feel like I did an adequate job, then I get a point.
Oh.
Yep. And then we'll pass it on to you and you'll do the same. And we'll ask chat, did Finana do an adequate job at impersonating or doing auditory charades, pretty much. But
I know I'm getting low.
I
don't even know what it is or like what's gonna come. So
we
I'm
don't
just
know
kinda
either.
Nervous.
I don't know either. Like she refuses to tell me anything. But this could actually be different Nijisanji VTubers as impersonations.
Oh God.
Or it could be different objects or different animals. I don't know.
Oh God.
Apparently there's a lot, but there's going to be 10 rounds.
Oh,
Possibly
God.
11 because if there's a tiebreaker. Yeah. So
Oh, gosh.
so we're going to be doing this now. How we're going to be doing it, she's going to be telling me when I'm up, and then when you're up, we're going to be sending you the thing on Discord.
Okay.
Okay? Alrighty. So let's get going. Let's go ahead, and then Editor Son will be, I don't know, doing something with editing and stuff like that. But let's get on to the any other questions, anything else that you want to know before we get into it? Or the rules pretty good?
I'm just crossing my fingers, hoping it gives the best impression. If not, I'm so sorry, and so sorry to those people who ever see this.
Me too. Oh God, me too. All right, let's go ahead and go with round one. Let's go ahead and actually let's flip a coin. To winner. I had a coin in there.
Where's your big ass coin?
My big ass coin. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it on Google. You know, Google flip a coin.
Flip a coin, Google.
Flip a coin. All right. So if you win, you do you want to go first or second? I'll let you do the honor. So if you win, do you want to go first or second?
Second.
Okay. If you win, if you call it right, okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Camera lady, go ahead and put it, zoom in. And, all right, call it.
Wait.
Go ahead and call it.
Oh.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry. I was squinting to see what was on the screen.
It's tails, so I go first.
No! Oh, wait, yay.
Yeah, because you won. You won, so I go second. I go first, I mean. Okay, well, all right. Sounds good. All right. All right, mysterious behind-the-scenes camera lady. What is my thing? Only I'm going to know. She's going to purvey or how do you say it? Survey? Like speak? Convey. That's the one. Yeah, convey. Okay. All right. I have to stand still and I can't make a face. Dude, that gives anything away, okay? All right, here we go. You ready?
Oh, also, sorry, I did have a question before we go.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Do I also, or I guess how will I get the word to?
Oh, Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's going to send it to you in Discord, and we're good. Okay. All right.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Is that a whale? Wow.
There we go.
That was easy.
There we go. All right. Usually the first ones are kind of easy, and then it gets hard.
Oh my gosh, you were so good at that.
Okay.
I wish I could have done that. I don't even know what I would have done.
You can do. If Dory can do it, so can you.
Yeah, I was thinking of Dory actually.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, exactly. So, mods, if you wouldn't mind putting up a poll to see if I can get the point or not. You know. Yeah. It's yeah. Exactly.
I personally say he gets the point.
Yeah, I feel like I did a pretty good job. You know what I mean? Do you mind? And then everyone got it right. So yeah, just give me the point. 10 out of 10. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. I'm just gonna get the point. All right. Usually the first one is a lot easier, so but maybe after this one we can put up the point. But yeah, we'll put up the poll anyway. All right, your turn, Finana. All right, she's going to message you the word or the thing that you have to do, and she's gonna tell you whether or not is a sound or an impression.
And
Okay.
If she doesn't know, just recommend.
Yeah, and then if you don't know or if you want another one, let us know. There's a bunch of them.
Okay. Okay, that would be
All
good.
right, I'm closing my
I
eyes.
don't know what you have in store for me.
I'm closing
so.
my eyes.
Let's see.
Open. You got it?
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I'm thinking of how it goes again.
Okay. All right.
Um,
All right, go for it.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so winged, but
Go for
I hope
it.
it works. I hope it works.
I'm excited. Go for it.
Okay, it's like beep boop beep boop bop boop beep boop boop. Cheep, cheep.
A fax machine?
Yeah!
Let's go, baby!
Oh my god, I can't believe you got that!
Yeah, it was the yeah, it's a fax machine. Yeah,
Yeah.
my grandparents had a fax machine. They would always do that.
Wow!
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought that was really bad.
No, it was good. No, you did it. Did a good
Like,
job.
I was like, oh, wait, how do fax machines work? I don't really use them, so I just thought, oh, they usually like they type a phone number, so I just went beep boop beep boop bop, and then like the
Exact.
like the
That's
print-
exactly right.
the printer sound. So
Yep. Wait a minute. Do you know what a payphone is?
a payphone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, I've met people that don't know what payphones are, and I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I know.
That
I know.
means they don't go outside ever.
Means they're Zoomers.
Yeah.
People are like, "What's a
I mean,
payphone?"
I know they're not around much anymore, but I've at least seen them in public places still.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen that? Actually, there's a freaking movie about a payphone. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Anyways, all right, great. Mods put up that one. I think Finana should get it. I think she did it. That was a good impression.
I can't
that was
believe
good.
you got that.
I'm so happy I did.
If I was in your shoes, I think I would have been confused as heck.
Well, to be honest, at first I was thinking robot because you were like beep.
Oh
boop,
yeah,
beep, boop,
because
bop.
the beep boop bop.
Yeah, the beep boop bops.
Yeah, if it was just beep boop bop and stopped there, then yeah.
Yeah, robot. But then then the fax came in. I'm like, I think I'm getting a fax. I'm like, fax machine. Perfect. All right, let me go ahead. Round 3. All right, let's see what's going on here. My turn. What do you got?
If this one's too hard,
Okay.
I think you can get it.
Okay, let's see.
A sudden face change.
Okay, I can try. I think I can do this. I hope you get this.
Oh god. That's a lot of pressure. A seagull? Wait. Like a seal? Like a wave? Like ocean breeze?
She said ocean breeze, though.
Ocean waves?
I think I'm gonna give it to you. Ocean. It's
Wait.
ocean.
Oh, just ocean. Okay.
It's just ocean. I think that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Ocean waves, ocean breeze.
I don't.
It's the same.
Yeah, I don't know, because ocean is like very vague in a way.
Yeah,
Or like,
exactly.
it could be any sorts of noise to indicate it's an ocean.
Exactly. And that's the only one I can think of. Did I do a good job? I think my seagull wasn't very good.
Yeah, well,
Did
at
it sound
first
like
I
a
thought animal, but then it sounded very more environmental, so I
Yes.
thought maybe like the beach or ocean.
Let's
But
go.
I couldn't tell if it was something specific about it, like the waves or the water, or it could have been anything.
Yeah, it could be any that's the hard part about it. Like that's what makes it interesting. You have to try and like what other noises can I do? And I'm like,
Yeah.
she's technically she's from the ocean, so she should be able to get
Yeah.
this, you know.
At least I didn't say anything way off, you know.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Beautiful. It seems like I'm going to be. What are they saying? Are they saying?
It's yes.
Okay, sweet, perfect. All right, let's move on to round 4 then. It seems like I'm good with the points. Okay, so far so good. Let's move on to round 4. All right, Finana, are you ready for your word?
I think so.
All right, here we go.
Close your eyes.
I'm closing my eyes.
I'm nervous.
Hold on, you're.
Was the keyboard going out?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you good? Okay. No, I'm not looking. Okay.
Oh.
All right, you got it? Like you mentioned, if you want another one, let her know. Well, let us know.
Oh, okay. I can do the noise, but it could mean so. It's got like. It could fall in with a lot of different types.
Okay.
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 Oh god.
All right, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna be good because it really needs a lot of vocal technique with it, you know? Like, you gotta get right in the throat and everything.
Use them pipes, chica. Use them pipes.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna practice it real quick and
Go
then...
for it. Yeah, you go practice it. You can mute if you
Okay,
want.
wait.
You can mute. All right, she's practicing, chat. Just let her lab it out. Okay, she's labbing out her throat techniques and her voice stuff. She's labbing it out. All right. She's just let her practice. Let her cook. The more she cooks, the more delicious the impression will be. That's how it usually works. If you let it simmer like a slow cook, slow roast, slow stewed, like a prime rib.
I've tried so many different ways, but you're gonna laugh. Okay, I don't think you're gonna get it, but I think it's going to be hilarious once you find out what it is. 'Cause
Okay. If I get it, I'll be very happy. Okay. Let's see it.
I can't do it with my throat, so I guess doing it with my tongue is probably the best way.
Okay.
I think it's just like it's like constant like that, and then it's just
Is it baby? Is it like
or I mean, I don't know if I can do it a different way. It's like
a microwave? Is
Maybe I
it?
should go back to the other one.
Yeah, maybe the other one.
I think it's more like aggressive, like I can't even do it so long.
Is a generator?
Close.
A jackhammer?
Moo. Moo.
A farm? Is it a factory?
Get out of the way.
Traffic jam?
Babu. Get out of the way.
I don't know if I can get. I think time. I'm gonna get one more guess. A jackhammer? Was it a jackhammer? No.
Mm-mm.
All right. What was it?
What is it?
What? Yeah. What is it?
Chat got it.
Chad got it.
Yeah. Someone got it in chat.
Okay. Well, I didn't get it. Did I?
No.
No. Is it? So Chad got it and I didn't? What the hell?
It's okay because it was really bad. So I started thinking of other things.
Okay, what was it? We gotta move
It
on.
was, it was a tractor.
A tractor?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't make it aggressive and Chad-like, so I started thinking outside the box and started going moo bah.
But yeah, no, I get you.
Get
No,
out
I
of the
almost said
way.
truck. I almost said
Yeah,
truck.
You were almost close when you started thinking about like an engine or like what was the thing you said? It was like so close.
A generator?
Yeah, generator.
A
almost.
generator?
Yeah,
A generator and a tractor?
I don't know. It sounds like a generator.
It does kind of. That's what I thought.
I actually had to do a quick Google search of what a tractor sounded like just to make sure. Because, like, I feel like I can hear it in my head, but how it comes out is really hard.
You gotta go. You know, I don't know,
But then
something
that
like
sounds
that.
like a chainsaw.
It does. It does. You're right. You're right. I'm bad
Or
at this shit too.
maybe
Oh my
even
god.
generator, too.
Exactly.
Who would have thought tractor? Because I was like, yeah, that can mean, like, that sound is common throughout multiple equipments and stuff.
True. Yeah. No. It's true. That's true. But it was really funny. You were trying. All right, mods, put up the poll. See if Finana gets the point, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next round. While you guys do that, you guys vote in on the polls.
My voice was too gentle for that one, but
But it was funny nonetheless. That's for sure.
yeah, I thought maybe if I started making farm animal noises, you would think, oh, the tractor.
Oh, I did see
yeah, it's about to
farm.
hit the animal.
He's about to hit the
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah, I mean, not that would ever happen, but
I mean, you know.
I was trying to get you in the right category or area.
I think you were. We were doing good. I think you were doing pretty good with the buzz and the cows. It's just my brain is kind of just very one dimensional. It's very
okay.
I have a 2D brain. I have a 3D body with a 2D brain. It's very flat. But all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I guess it's my turn now. Round 5.
Mhm.
All right. Finana gets the point. Really?
It's the farm animals, isn't it?
It was the farm animals. Oh my God! How the
And it's great because then, you know, it makes it more interesting because if you rig it, it's even more interesting.
It's true.
That's how you make it interesting. You just have to rig the whole thing.
I don't even how do I do this without acting it out? Do they even make noise? There's no way they make noise.
Do you mean to give you a different one?
I mean, I can't do anything at all, right? Like I can only do it with my voice.
But if you need to make this,
Oh, okay.
then that's fine.
Okay. There's only one way for me to make this noise. So this is legal technically.
Oh,
But there's only one way for me to make a noise similar to this thing. Are you ready?
uh-huh. This has to be an animal, right? Like a frog? What? Like a lizard?
There it is.
Basically?
There it is. It's
Really?
lizard. Yeah, it's lizard.
Now I understand why you meant that they don't make noise.
They don't make noise. They don't. The only noise they make is the sound of their tongue retracting.
Yeah, that was the one thing I was thinking of. I was like, maybe lizard because they don't make noise.
Yeah, they don't make any noise.
Or frog because I don't. Well, actually, no. Wait, frogs do. They ribbit, but.
Yeah, yeah, I would.
You're right. You're right. I don't know why I was thinking frog first.
Well, the tongue, obviously, but if I was a frog, I would probably go like try to expand my chin as much as I can. I don't know, but all right, cool. All right, that's that. We're moving on to round 6 then, right? Sweet. What is Okay, awesome. Thank God. All right, sweet. All right, Finana, round 6, 5, physics 6.
Close your eyes.
All right, yeah, okay. Here we go. All right, you're getting your word.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think
Okay.
that one should be okay.
That one's good? Okay, cool. All right, great. What do we got?
Okay.
Go for it.
It'll come with different variations of it, but. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop. Bloop.
Bubbles?
Bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop,
Bloop.
bloop, 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 bloop.
Chick.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop.
Bloop.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Why am I thinking baby chicken? Thinking like baby chicken.
Or
A snake?
bloop, 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 bloop.
Fish?
Or bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop.
A sink?
Bloop, 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 bloop. I made this. I thought you would actually get it.
Dripping, water, a faucet, a sink, a fish, aquarium, a hose, a sprinkler, a pool. Oh God. What else sprays? Oh shit. Oh jeez. Is a shower, a bath. It's a staple gun. Bloop. 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 Typing, keyboard. Overwatch. Chat got it? Hail? Huh. Is it not hail? I don't think I can get this one. I can't believe this shit. There should be like an honorary thing with points. I can't believe it. Oh my God! I'm racking my brain, Finana. Let me see.
Boom, boom.
Thunderstorm? Tornado? Hurricane? A natural disaster? Snow? I don't think I can get this. All right, what is it? I give up. What is it?
You said everything but it.
What do you mean?
It
What was
was
it?
rain. You said everything but rain. You said hail, you said hurricane, thunderstorm. You said everything but rain. I was like, how did you dodge rain and jump to conclusions of a hurricane? I even tried making watery sounds, so I was like...
It's not a watery sound.
Because you started saying hail, and I was like, oh no, I gotta start thinking liquid. And then you kept going further and further, so I was like, blip, 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 blip. Like I kept enunciating the blip, 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 blip part really hard.
All right, I don't think that has anything to do with you. I think that's just me. I think that's just my that's my.
They actually got it on pretty early, but I thought you would have gotten it from the start. Actually.
I think I'm just really bad at this shit.
It's okay.
Oh man. I can't believe I said
something I could tap because I couldn't go to my window to tap, so I grabbed my boba cup.
No, that was perfect. I'm seeing it now. That's why I said hurricane, because I was raised in Puerto Rico, so I get hurricanes all the time, and that's what it reminded me of. And but the fucking rain, of course, it reminds me of, because it's raining. It's a hurricane. Oh my god, I can't believe
I was
myself.
using a cup, and I was like pitter pattering, to make it seem like rain, like blip, 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 blip. But
okay, yeah, wow.
I could have made a better water sound, but
I think you did a good job. I think you deserve that. I think I
can't do that water technique where they can make it sound like they drop something in the water, like bloom.
Like
Or,
bloop. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
I couldn't do that, so I had to resort to blip, 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 blip. But it just made me sound like an animal.
It did. I thought it was like a fish or something, but
I know. Everyone thought so too.
well, I need to enter elementary school again, I guess. All right, let's move on to the next round then. All right, let's go in the next one. All right, round 7.
Impersonation.
This one's an impersonation? Okay. Okay. Okay.
And they're all Niji.
I know that. Yeah, the all the impressions or impersonations are all Niji.
Oh, okay.
How are you doing, Finana?
Was it Vox? Wait, was it right or no?
No, you were right.
Oh, okay.
It was Vox.
Otherwise, my second option would have been Hex.
Oh yeah, huh? Hex, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna break out if you didn't. If let me go on for farther, I would have done more British stuff. I don't know. How are you doing
I
today?
think that was a pretty easy one.
Oh, I should have. You know what I should have done? I should have. That's my girl, or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I should just done that.
I think the guys are really easy. I think it's the girls I always have trouble with, like
True.
trying to come up with something.
True. Well, that was pretty good, dude. You should have given that to her. That would have been hilarious for her to try and do a Vox impersonation.
It's random.
It is random. Yeah, it is random. All right, you
Oh,
got the luck of the
God.
draw, I guess. All right, sweet. Round 8. All right, Finana, your turn. I'll close my eyes. Is this
Okay.
Yeah, close your
Is this
It's an impersonation.
impersonation as well?
Another?
Yep.
Oh no. Who is this?
I hear laughter.
Okay, no.
I can look? Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, great.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Hold up. I'm cooking.
You're cooking. Okay, let her cook. She's whipping something up. She's baking. Let her bake.
Okay. Oh gosh, how do I do this?
Okay.
Wait. Hold on. Actually,
Okay.
wait. I
Okay,
gotta make
holding.
sure this is
Pause,
right.
champ. Pause, champ. Yes, absolutely. Pause, champ. Champ of the pauses. Yes. Hit the pause button.
Oh no! I'm so sorry for this for the person who's gonna see.
Uh-oh. Gotta go for it.
I hope this is right. Hold up. I hope this is right. I hope that's right. If it's not, I'm gonna be so embarrassed.
Okay.
Ah!
Essaying.
Okay, I don't know much about this, so I'm just gonna say it, and you're gonna probably think it's so dumb.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my God, Leon Kennedy es muy bonito.
Reimu.
Yo quiero.
Oh, the Spanish was perfect. That was
I can't get the voice, but I know exactly things she could say.
That was perfect.
I know things she could say, so I just.
Oh, as soon as you were saying, I mean, the Spanish was like a dead giveaway, but like the Leon, I immediately said Leon. I'm like, all right, it's muy bonito. Actually, do you want to finish
Oh
that
my
thought?
God.
Go for it. Keep going. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just imagining her saying like, "Oh my God, Leon Kennedy es muy bonito. Yo quiero."
Yo quiero.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know much Spanish, but that's like the least Spanish I know.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Survive.
It was the right amount of Spanish that you needed, to be honest with you. That was perfect. She definitely thirsts quite a bit for certain characters, for sure.
Yes, I've been up to date with her Resident Evil series.
Yeah.
And I know she talks about Leon all the time. Even on Discord, she would like post about Leon sometimes.
Oh yeah. What about? Does she have any love for Carlos?
I don't know actually. I never heard much about Carlos, but Leon for sure.
She likes the white boys, I guess, huh? She likes the white
Yep.
boys. Blanquito, chulito, gringuito. That's what. That's what. Yeah, just call it. Why don't, next time you talk to Raymond, it's like, yeah, that's your chulito, gringuito, bonito.
What? How do you say that?
Here, let me type it out for her. I'm gonna send it to her in Discord, so she can.
Okay.
You can just copy paste this anytime. Let me see it.
Thank you. I'm always looking out for more weird Spanish things to say to
Leon
Raymond.
is your chulito, gringuito, bonito.
What does that say?
It's a very endearing way of saying you're cool little pretty white boy.
Is that an actual saying?
Yes.
Leon is your chulito, gringuito, bonito.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'll remember this.
It's your chulito, gringuito, bonito.
Oh God, it just started.
Perfect. I've done my job. Thank God.
This sounds really funny because, like, I don't have any like history of Spanish at all.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like this is something my mom would teach me because she used to. This is like. It sounds as bad as it does, but she used to work at Taco Bell. And
Okay.
she would have a lot of like Hispanic coworkers, and
course.
she would tell me really funny stories or like things that they tell her, or like she told me once that there was like this person who had a really really long Spanish name,
Oh.
and I forgot what it was, but it was so long, and I just was shocked by how long it was. But it almost sounds exactly almost like what you were saying, like how like long it is. So
Yeah. Well, with Spanish people, just real quick before we move on to the next round.
yeah.
We keep our mother's maiden name in our names.
Oh, really?
Spanish people, it's usually we keep both our father's name and our mother's maiden name.
Wait, both?
Yeah, both. So
Oh my god.
yeah, but like my name, my full name has both my mother's maiden name and my father's name, and some of them are pretty long.
And isn't there also like two last names too sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Because like when I used to work retail, I would type in like people's like names and stuff like for their like account and whatnot. And I would sometimes see like last names that had like a two-parter.
Yep, exactly.
So
Yeah, they have
I
like
know that.
like there's one that has actually like what are those called? It's like you know, of the of a prefix. Yeah, whatever. And it's like one of the ones that are like de la Rosa, or like de la Montoya or something like that.
Yes.
It's they have like some of them do, but
That's fancy.
yeah. But anytime, like real talk, at anytime you need any sort of Spanish, we're open on DMs. Anytime you need some ammunition against Reimu, you can message me anytime. I got you.
Yay! Thank you. I want to pop in her stream and say random Spanish words to figure out.
I got you. Got you. Get her ass. All right, let's go ahead and move on to round number 9.
Yeah, I think it's
9?
your turn.
Is it my turn?
Right?
My turn. Yeah, it's my turn.
Yes, I did the Reimu one.
You did Reimu. All right, my turn. Is this a sound or an impression?
It's a sound.
It's a sound. Okay. Okay. This isn't too bad, but at the same, it's a little weird. Okay. Here we go.
Stomach growl?
She got it.
Yeah.
Damn, she's good. Damn, she's good. Man, I'm
I only
terrible.
know because that happens to me every day. I know it very well.
Yeah, I've been stomach things. Dude. Speaking of stomach stuff, real quick.
Oh yeah?
Metamucil.
What? Wait, what's a Metamucil?
You don't know what Metamucil is? How come no one knows what Metamucil is? Everyone that's come in the show, no one knows what Metamucil is.
Not 60.
They're not 60? Is that why? Oh, well, I'm not.
Is it a
okay.
boomer thing?
Maybe. I didn't know this. I just thought. Okay. So Metamucil is a powder that you drink with water that makes your... It's a fiber supplement where it makes your poops nice. Like they come out very nice.
Oh.
And
so
very
like if you
comfortable.
Drink prune juice.
Well, prune juice. Prune juice. I think it's primarily for like. Actually, no, maybe. But I always felt like Metamucil, because there's like a difference between like, you know, eating a lot of fiber, because you can get constipated from that. If you eat too much of it. But Metamucil is like it can give you nice.
Just like that slight push to it.
It's like,
or
well, it's
nice
like
slide.
it's there you go. Slide.
Oh.
Nice
Is it-
slide. Clean. Yeah, it's like that. It's so good. Dude, that combined with the squatty potty.
What's a squatty potty? What?
So a squatty potty. Brace yourself.
Oh no.
It's a contraption you put on the floor near your bathroom, so it's like curved to the bowl, and it's a bench, so you can and you put your feet up on the bench, so it's like you're squatting. And the exit is also very nice and clean and slides out. Yeah. So that combined with Metamucil, you're dropping, you're never going to have any problems.
Oh.
Yeah.
You must have a lot of history with that.
Well,
you sound like you know a lot about this.
well, I do because I have a significant other that has issues. So I'm like, all right, so I don't have issues.
Not them going, no.
I will go ahead and prevent myself from having issues like that said person that may or may not be right next to me. I don't know.
Can't believe you just exposed them.
It's, to be honest with you, she deserves it. So, all right. Anyways, so
I understand though. I have parents that also deal with stuff like that, so they eat certain things to help it go.
dude, I'm telling you, you gotta take care of your stomach. If you don't take care of your stomach, that
My
shit's
parents are always encouraging me to like do that, and I'm just like, why do you keep constantly telling me to eat certain things or to make it go flow out faster or better?
You know what? You hear it once, shame on them. You hear it twice, shame on you.
True.
I don't know if that's actually how the saying goes, but you know. Anyways,
I think I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, English is hard. So I'll go ahead and move on to round number 10 since you got the stomach one.
Yep.
Ready for the last round. This is it. And then we might need to go to type. Wait.
It's tied up.
It's tied up? Okay, round 10. Oh wait.
It's tied up. If you get this, it's tied up.
Oh.
Wait, didn't I just do the impression?
Yeah.
So she goes.
Oh yeah. So she.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, so if she gets it and
Sorry,
chat
that's
gives
fine.
her the point, yes.
My brain.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? She's going to send you that.
It's an impression.
Okay.
Another impression.
Oh, another impression? Oh, impression.
Oh gosh.
All right, I'm closing my eyes.
Put a couple in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh God. Oh, now we're good?
Okay.
All right, what do we got?
Oh no.
What happened?
Cone in it. Cone in it, everyone. Who the fuck washes rice?
Oh, Mister. Okay. Oh, okay, Mister. That motherfucker.
I can't believe
All
you
right.
didn't get the corn in it part.
No, I didn't. I was okay. Yeah, you're right. I should have gotten it there. I don't know why I didn't immediately. For some reason, I was thinking of like, Folger.
Oh.
I don't know. I was thinking of Folger,
with
maybe.
The barking?
Yeah, well, like when.
Folger barking?
I don't know. Well, at first the barking, I thought it was okay.
I'm like, who else barks in Nijisanji EN?
You're right. You're right. And we were just talking about barking earlier today.
Yeah.
So it came around full circle.
I think I did it a little too easy though.
Yeah,
I
no,
think if I stopped at barking, maybe I would have just kept it as is.
Yeah, I think so too. All right.
I slowly lost character after the barking. As soon as I started saying words, I immediately lost my British.
You lost the British?
Yes. I think I overdid it just a tiny bit where it just didn't sound British anymore.
Yeah.
I was too into the quotes.
Man, you gotta work on your British. But the coordinator, dude, that should have been like immediate thought. Like the mist. I don't know why. Okay, well, we're all tied up now, which means that we're gonna be doing a tiebreaker.
Oh?
tiebreaker. One last question to seal it all. Yeah, Finana does get the point because they are so biased. That's okay though.
So does that
Just
mean
kidding.
you go next and then that's like the tiebreaker?
So how we're gonna be doing this next is we're both going to be doing a charade,
Oh.
and then the chat picks which one's the best one.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like 2 rounds, but it's like one or
but-
the other.
Exactly, but they're a little bit harder, and chat gets
Oh.
to decide the ultimate winner.
Oh no.
Yep, that's the tiebreaker. All right,
I think
all right.
you're
She's gonna send
get
you
this.
yours first.
Okay.
Do you want to go first or just?
Well, give her her word first, and
Oh.
yeah, maybe I'll go first,
Oh.
so I can, and then Finana go, and then you guess. We have about
Oh.
30 to 45 seconds to guess, and then you'll go, and then chat gets to ultimately decide which impression was best.
Oh man, this one's hard to recreate, but it looks easy, but it's hard. Whoa.
You want me to make how the hell? How I do that? Okay. You know what? You go first.
Me?
Yeah, since I went first. Actually, you go first in the tiebreaker.
Technically, didn't I just go?
Yeah, you're right.
I
Okay.
technically did just do Mista, so
Yeah, you're right.
actually you.
Actually, you're gonna actually me. Okay, fine.
Actually,
All right,
I think you should go.
Fine. Where are your glasses? Anyways, okay, I'll go first then. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do this. Okay, here we go.
What the hell? Kind of demon?
A demon could rise from this, to be honest.
Flooring?
No.
Volcano? You accidentally said rising, so I was thinking, oh, something's rising.
Did I say that?
You gave it.
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said it could rise from.
I thought it said it could spawn from this.
No, you said it could rise from this.
But even with rise, how do you get volcano?
What do you mean? It sounded like an explosion, you know?
Yeah.
I was thinking like, I don't know, I was having a whole war scene going on through my head when I was listening to, like, a whole war was going through, and I'm like, which weapon, which sound effect, is it airplane crashes, or what's happening? I had a whole, like, war flashback just thinking of it.
You know, I was this close with doing like a like someone like dying in the volcano or something.
I wouldn't have known.
I'm melting or something like, I don't know. Something like
Oh.
that.
That would have been like the last resort.
That would have been last resort. Yeah. All right, your turn. Let's see if I can guess it. Oh, I gotta redeem myself here. I can't believe I didn't get rain.
Mine's really, really difficult, so
Okay, go
I'll
for
be
it.
surprised if you even get this.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay. Dog.
Wait.
Radio. Cutting out. Frequency.
Woohoo!
Walkie talkie. Snoring.
Woohoo!
Snoring? Sleeping. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo. Is it slide? Snowboarding. Skiing.
Woo!
Bobsled. Ice skating. Rollerblading. Skateboarding. Longboarding.
Yes.
Skateboarding?
Yes.
Let's go!
My last resort was to make a Roblox oof sound.
What was that gonna do?
To make it seem like someone fell
Oh.
off their skateboard and I just went oof.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah. That was my last resort, but I was holding it off because you were kind of getting close, so I just kept going.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I was definitely like onto something. Like that's why I was like bobsled, ice skating.
Yeah, the constant the constant skateboarding sound was like probably the hardest thing.
Yeah.
To, like think of coming off of that, but the little part is like when you land and stuff.
Yeah.
Or like when you know.
It's kind of hard to make that noise. So to be honest with you, you did a good job.
And when you're in the air and stuff too, or doing tricks and stuff, there's no sound. So I just did woohoo, yeah, like you're doing a
like
sick
flips?
trick or something. Yeah, like a flip and stuff, and you're like, whoa, yeah, you know, it's just like I don't know, flexing or you know.
Flexing. No, I mean to be honest with, I think you did a better job than I did because I literally gave you a hint. What am I thinking? What did I say that? I got too much Diablo on the brain, dude. No, there's no way a chat's gonna pick me. They're gonna pick you because you did that shit. I guessed it without any hits. You were way better. Okay, hold on.
I forgot what you did already. Was
You
it the
don't
volcano?
remember? Yeah, it was the volcano.
Oh, okay.
Look at that,
I
it's
was
not
like,
even
what
close.
did you do again?
I did volcano, yeah. I can't believe I said that. I mean, like, I don't know.
It could rise from it.
It could rise from it, yes. Well, technically speaking, actually, it could actually arise from it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think I know now.
What else? There's something else like could rise from geyser.
Yeah, true. Geyser. That was like my second option too. If it wasn't volcano, even though it sounds very similar.
Goodness. All right. Well, that about concludes it. Yeah, Finana definitely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, of course.
I can't believe I did it.
You did it, Finana. Congratulations. You are officially the Charader I hardly know her champion.
I feel like I didn't deserve this, but you know what? I'll take it.
To be honest, after that Reimu impression, I think you deserve more than that. To be honest with you.
Leon Kennedy. Honestly, I could have just said Leon Kennedy, and that would have been it.
Leon Kennedy, drop the mic.
Yeah. Leon Kennedy.
Drop the mic. Man, okay, well, you win. You are officially the Charader, not I hardly know her champion. How does it feel to be good at charades?
I'm very shocked and surprised because I thought it would be a lot harder because there are certain things I feel like are really difficult for me. Like I'm glad it wasn't a bunch of like accents or like people I can't really do good impersonations of or impersonations. Sorry, like there's some Nijisanji EN members that are really hard for me to like mimic, but I know things that they could say, but in terms of like copying the voice, it's really hard for me.
Yeah. Is there you know what? Actually, do you have like a favorite like accent at all? Like,
just in general?
Yeah, just in general. Like I really like this is gonna sound real cop-outy and stuff, but I really like British accents.
Yes.
British accents are great.
I do like British. Like in certain like cases, I feel are really suited for it. You know, like you know, Final Fantasy 16. They have lots of accents, and even like it goes to Irish too. I think.
Dude, that's one of the most British games I've ever played.
I know, right? There's also Xenoblade 2 as well that have the accents in English dub.
Well, I played that in Japanese, so.
Oh, okay. I've never played it, but I've heard from Alira's streams. She plays it in the English, so they all speak British.
Okay. Well, it can be pretty fun to hear. I don't know. I first heard it, I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm playing this. I can't. It's like
actually, yeah. Go ahead.
I do the same thing with Persona games.
Oh yeah.
I play them in Japanese.
Oh, I think I can't remember if I heard it in English or JP.
The Persona
Hmm.
one?
Yeah, Persona.
I played I only played Persona 4 and Persona 5. I both played. Actually, Persona 5 was in English.
Oh, yes, yes. I think 5 has, I think both, actually.
Yeah, it does.
I don't remember if I did English, though. I think I did.
Yeah,
It's
English was
possible.
pretty good. 4, I had to download like the Japanese dub of the original Persona, not Golden, Persona 4, and emulate it
Oh,
because there's no other way to play it in
I
a
see.
Japanese dub.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see.
that's what I did with that. So, but no, yeah, British. I really like British accents. They're really funny to me. They're just
Yeah, and actually, with the recent addition to the new Niji EN members from Niji Crisis,
yeah.
a couple of them have, or at least one of them has a really good French accent.
A French one? All right.
Yeah.
I took 2
He's
years of
the
French.
guy with the bandage.
Oh, what's his name? Oh God.
I just call him Vez for short.
Bez.
Or Vesalius. Or I'm still trying to get the names down or the pronunciations, but I just
It's
call him
hard
Vez
because
for short.
I the pronunciation I for some reason I want to call him Vermilion. I don't know why.
Vermilion? Oh, Vermilion?
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Or you can just call him just call him Bandage. I don't know.
Bandage.
You can choose whatever, but he has a really good French accent.
What I do to get like because sometimes my French accent gets into like some other amalgamation. So what I do is, have you ever seen Little Mermaid? Of course you have. The
Wait,
Little Mermaid.
The original?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the recent one, so.
Oh no. I'm the original one.
Oh yeah.
So I listened to the song called Les Poissons.
Oh.
Les poissons, how I love les poissons.
Yeah.
How I got to serve little fish. First I cut off their heads, and I pull out their bones. Like I get into it. I become French for like a minute.
The Quasso came out of him.
The Quasso.
The Quasso.
The Quasso. Anyways, all right, Finana. It has been an absolute blast and an absolute treat to have you on here.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
No, thank you for obliging my little office it is very fun to be able to speak with a whole bunch of people, and you are definitely have been a treat to have on this show. I had a lot of fun speaking with you, and had a lot of fun with the segment. And like I said, anytime that you would need any sort of Spanish coaching to use against other people, you just let me know.
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun too, and I haven't really done like an outside Niji collab for a long time, so this was really nice for a change. And I hope we can do more stuff like this too. I haven't done charades in a while too, so like that really worked me up because I have not done that in so many years. So I just was like, oh God, do I remember how to play this? Am I good at this? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I haven't played it in years either.
Haven't done so in a while, so.
No, I get that. No, people don't really play that anymore.
Yeah.
Really.
It's more. I've seen a lot of people play charades. At amusement parks actually, because when you're waiting in line for so long, people play charades to like pass
really?
time. Yeah,
Wow.
at least when I went on my trip to Universal Studios.
When'd you go?
I saw. I went like last. Wait. What is the date today? The 22nd.
Yes.
I went in like the first week of July, and I went to Orlando Universal
Oh,
Studios.
dude, that's the best Universal. I am what you call a closet Disney adult. I and like Universal too, because I don't openly show it, but I'm a closeted Disney adult, so I don't really.
That's okay. That's a lot of people too.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to like Universal stuff, is that your first time going there, or?
It was my first time, yeah.
Oh, how'd you like it?
It was really fun. I had no idea like it was so humongous. It was also nearby Disney World too, so it was like a huge tourist attraction, like city area.
Yep, they have the city walk, which is really cool.
Yeah, I went
And
there.
yeah, City Walk is freaking great. And they have
Mhm.
do you go to both parks?
I went to every park.
Every park.
Yep, because I went for the whole week, so I dedicated like at least a couple days to each of them.
Nice. Well, that's
Mhm.
good. You went to Harry Potter Land and Nintendo Land.
Yeah. Yes. Wait. I don't think. Wait, Nintendo?
Wait, is Nintendo not there? Or is that only in
No, I
California?
think that's. I think
That's in
it's in California.
Okay, that's only in California right now. Okay,
I think.
so they haven't brought it to Orlando. Well, you were just there, so you would know.
Yeah, yeah.
I imagine are you a fan of Nintendo games? You play Pokemon and
I
Mario and shit?
okay. So I don't mind Nintendo. Like I played like the classic like Mario games, but I'm not like a major Nintendo player.
Yeah. Same.
Like I'm not. I'm more of like a. I like Square Enix games.
Hear me out here.
I,
Hear me out.
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts?
Okay, so it's the same thing with some certain Final Fantasy games. I know the characters, but I haven't actually sat through an entire like game before.
Okay.
Because the only reason why is because I know it's super long and there's a lot of like there's a lot of games and side stuff. You know, it's
Okay.
very confusing chronologically. I like to play games chronologically. That makes sense to me. So for Kingdom Hearts, I really want to get into it, but it's a huge commitment. So.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna reach out for my invisible business card.
Wait, really?
If you ever need any sort of information from Kingdom Hearts, rearranging things chronologically, making sense of things that don't make sense.
Oh my gosh! Yay! Thank you. I'm glad.
That's my favorite video game of all time. Just yes, that's the game that got me through a lot, and I love the Kingdom Hearts series, the goods and the bads and the uglies, all of it.
Yes,
And there's a lot of
I
ugly.
want to get into it. It's just I want to get into it properly. I don't want to just like get into it without knowing any context or like being confused throughout. I just want to do it properly.
Amen. No, I hear you for sure. I just love going through people's like blind experiences through Kingdom Hearts. Like right now, I'm watching Picora play Kingdom Hearts, and
oh yeah,
I love even just random streamers just on Twitch, just small viewers. Like and they say blind on the title or first time playthrough or something. I'm click.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't know. That's just. So if you ever do it, if something ever does happen or come of it, you can expect me there.
Thank you. Yeah, it would mean a lot to me because you know if I'm gonna commit a lot of time to a game, I want to do it right. You know, I'm not gonna waste time and still have no idea what's going on. You know.
Absolutely. No, I'm very commendable and very true. Very based. Good job, fish. Very based fish. Love that. Well, I'll go ahead now. I will let you go, Finana. I will let you. You're probably a very busy person. And did you want me to escort you out? Did you need to show you out the door, out the window, out the aquarium, whatever?
I'm okay if you want. I can just disappear if you want.
Okay, sounds good. You could do that too.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I'll see myself out then.
Okay, you see yourself out, Chica. That's totally fine. All right, thank you so much, Finana. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're, of course, if you're part of Finana's stream, thank you so much for stopping in. If you are part of my stream, of course, check out Finana, which you probably already know her, of course. We all love the Niji girls and the Niji boys and all that good jazz. So, absolutely, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Finana, you have yourself a fantastic day, okay?
You too as well. Thank you so much for inviting me. This was so fun.
No, thank you. It was a lot of fun. You take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Wait, before I go.
Oh, yeah?
I have something to say.
Oh, what's up?
Hold on.
What the hell was that? Someone want to explain or give context to what just happened? What did she just do? Pull up chat. Did she spit on me?
I think she spit at you.
It sounded like she spit on me. Is it because I lost? Have you ever heard of a fish that spits?
That was a fish.
Oh, it's a fish kiss? Oh. I thought she spit on me. I'm like, invite her in my home. And she's just been a French fish. How dare you invite me here? I get it. All right, well, that was cute, though. Okay, now that I know the context of it.